What is up, everyone? It's me, Max. Today we're going to be showing you, this is going to be episode 1 of a massive course where I'm going to go through every single thing you need to know in order on how to use my trading bot so you can have numbers that are as high as these and months that are as high as these. And also, it's going to give you a guaranteed, this is not even including funded accounts, by the way, a millionaire. You're going to be a millionaire in at most 5 years, probably less than that if you stay consistent and trade every single day using this trading bot. And we're going to go from there to how to use just as a plain beginner. Let's say that you only bought the starter pack. So you go into Discord, right? And you get access to the bot, you click on the link. The link works. So membership options. This is, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you only bought the starter pack, and this is to compensate for those people that can't afford the more expensive options. So you'll only have access, if you bought the starter pack, to the regular trading bot. So first off, you're gonna have to figure out the first step, which is finding the stock that you want to buy. Find the stock that you're gonna buy. And there's a very simple way to find the trading bot. It's so easy. It is literally as simple as going to ChatGPT and saying, give me 50 best stocks. It's going to give you the list. You might have to go do a couple extra steps, but it's going to give you a list of stocks. What you're going to do is just going to copy them and paste each one of these into the trading bot. And it'll take a minute, but after it, if it tells you that the price is going to go down, which this is a bug, I'll fix that. But you find the stocks, of that 50 stocks, you'll probably find 2 or 3 that say, hey, this stock is worth buying into tomorrow. You should buy at this price and all of that whatnot, and it's predicted to go up. And then what you check is you check the one that is predicted to go up the most percent. Not the most dollars, the most percent profit. And I'm going to go over how you do that real quick. That I'm going to be sharing with everybody on how I made, for example, today, 4.08% profit. Or more accurately, because I was a little paranoid, I sold earlier at 0.36. But, excuse me, my point still stands. This is the trading strategy I use. And this is going to be the course on how to use my trading bot. So, let's pull up the trading bot. As you can see, these are literally the past 3 days. This is 3 days in a row. 7%, 4%, 4% profit. For 3 days, this has been happening. I linked my YouTube channel. I'm going to ping everybody in a second. But first, I'm going to go over the process. So, it was 4 in the morning today, and I gave the scan for the stock. Now, there's a couple of bugs that I need to go over. First off, the beginning trader bot, I'll have fixed this by the time I uploaded it. But what happens is, let's say that you are only paying for the starter pack and you only have access because you're a starter. The regular trading bot, this is only one singular trading bot, and what would happen is you would be giving all of this data, and you would have to, based off of this data, make your prediction. Now, it's slightly inaccurate, it's slightly off. I have to fix the bugs, obviously. What would actually happen is our GTI was predicted to go up $3. So basically what happened was the exit price of the day, end price, the closing price, was at 21.99. And what it predicted was that it would go from 21.99 to 45.03. Now, that's not what this says right here. It isn't anywhere near where my take profit is. And that is because we use a mathematical equation so that we can have a more accurate prediction based off of how the market's going to move during that day. So what do we multiply 3.04 by? Golden ratio. 0.61 is not the golden ratio, but it's part of the ratio that we're going to be using. This number right here is actually what we're going to be using for trading bot. As you can see, 23.84. Well, it would be this number divided by 2 minus 21.99, and it's negative, but 20.06 right here. That's our entry price. So our entry price is here, our take profit. Now, that's our entry price is half of the golden ratio. So obviously, this would be our stop loss, which is 21.4 or 20.4. So that's how I make my first entry. So there's 2 trades. There's one here. So there's one entry zone that we're going to look at. These are like points of high resistance, or sorry, support. High support for the day. And as you can see, it's based off of nothing. Like, there's literally no basis off of these, but they work every single time. They're very accurate. They're very precise. They work almost flawlessly. So now that you have these two numbers, you're like, how do I manage this? Like, how did you get this second one? Well, we use the Fibonacci sequence here, see? And what we do for this Fibonacci sequence here is we take the entry price, 21.99, we drag it down to the entry price of our bearish. So there's labels for each one of these I have. This is the bearish entry. So if the market's bearish sentiment and it goes downward, this is where it's going to bounce off of probably. And if the market is bullish, where this is like the price, if it's the market is bullish and it goes upward, or it's opened above it, obviously, so it's going to go upward. Bounce off of the bullish entry. The calculator said 4.8, but this one says 4.9. They're basically the same thing. 2.618, these ratios, as you can see here. And that's literally it. That's episode 1 of my course. That is how you set up for both of our buy orders for the day. Now, that's just a setup. There's a bunch of technical stuff that you're going to have to go through on how to manage these. And that's what we're going to go over in episode 2. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. Bye.